talking, and I'm like, I look up like, oh, this nigga ain't moved in about 30 seconds.
I had seen you. Hey, y'all, we back live. Sorry, man. We tried to do a live stream, but the connection cut us out, man. My internet provider has been kind of tripping lately. But it's the Sideline Story podcast featuring Cory. Y'all remember Cory? All Things Celtics. It's the same guy.
Absolutely.
It was I thought it was a collision course between the Denver Nuggets and the Boston Celtics. Come to find out, it's a collision course between my team, the Dallas Mavericks, and his team. As I said in the live stream, I take accountability. I didn't have all the faith in the world in my team as I should have, but we all make mistakes. But I'm here now. We in the NBA Finals.
It's kind of crazy how they passed, like how the Celtics, like for the whole season, was like the front runners, the front runners. They had really no hiccups. That's how like some major injuries here and there. And the Mavericks, on the other hand, at one point they was like almost 500, and then they make that trade, and they go from being like a bottom tier defense to one of the top defenses, if not the best defense in the league. It's just like a complete 180 how they switched their season around. So yeah, a lot of people didn't expect it, but they got it done.
We're gonna come back and do a recap of the series. I'm assuming it'll be like 4-2 Dallas Mavericks. That's what I'm assuming.
That's your prediction?
Yeah. No, I don't have a number. I just say Mavericks gonna win the series. I don't have a prediction though.
Mine is Celtics in 5.
Oh, quick work.
I really don't. I honestly, not even speaking like as a fan, I really don't like. And when I do the matchups, when I look at how they've been playing, I don't see how Dallas can win the series, let alone get two games. I don't know. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, but I don't see it happening. I just don't.
This is what I think gonna happen. Game 1. I think Game 1 we're gonna win that game because it's gonna be one of those situations where you get punched in the mouth because it's what you don't expect. Because like it looked good on TV. It looked like food on TV to you, but once you're actually in front of it though, once Luka doing step backs, once Kyrie is being the maestro that he is, when Gafford and Derek Lively controlling the paint, which we have way better paint protection in my opinion than y'all do, even though y'all have guards that can protect the paint. I just think paint protection as a whole, I feel like we just have it. And a lot of people had Minnesota making quick work of us. Actually, I feel like a lot of people had us losing every series, even this series. I don't want to do the whole we playing with house money. I'm not doing none of that. No, we can win this series. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the Boston Celtics. I promise you, I'm really not. We got the best play in the series. Y'all have the second best play, as I said in the live stream. 3 is interchangeable. It'll probably switch as the games go along, because I'm pretty sure there are some games Jaylen Brown is going to have his games, Kyrie is going to have his games. It may be games where they do it at the same time and we just nitpick. But
but the same way people try and say like the Celtics had an easy road and they played no stars, like to me the Mavericks only saw, I mean, he kind of became a superstar during these playoffs. The only superstar they really played was Shea. Like, because Kawhi was out for a couple of those games. Paul George is no longer a superstar. Cat is, I mean, he was an all-star, but he's no superstar. So the same way you say we're gonna get punched in the mouth, I think y'all got some. I think when Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ Washington see who they having to match up with, and they're like, oh shit, we ain't seen this, ain't Jaden McDaniels, and I think it's gonna be different. So the same way you said it about us, I feel the same way for them. It's gonna be a wake-up call for each team. I feel like the level is gonna jump for both of them. And our offense is historically good alongside our defense. So it's gonna be a shock for both teams, I feel like.
The offense, y'all can't possess like this flamethrower element of an offense. Because the thing with our two teams is it's two teams that when they hitting threes, you're probably not gonna beat either of them.
No.
When they're not hitting threes, it's a whole different story though. But I feel like we saw some of what Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown can do in Shea, because Shea doesn't really have the 3 ball. Jason Tatum has been kind of coming into realization that he's not this prominent 3-point shooter as you may think he is. No. Jaylen Brown has the ability to hit threes. So I feel like from an offensive standpoint, especially inside the 3-point line, we saw all of that with Shea. They just taller. Jaylen Brown, as far as like to be able to handle the ball, it's still some questions he might have to answer at the highest level of basketball, which this is. We have great perimeter defenders. I'm really not afraid. I'm not afraid.
Do y'all got great perimeter defenders, you feel like?
As far as a team aspect,
I feel like Derrick Jones. I feel like he's a good athlete. I feel like he's a good defender. I don't know if I would call him great
in terms of like team defense.
Okay, yeah.
Even Luka and Kyrie, like shout out to Jason Kidd for getting your 2 stars to buy in from the defensive end They say they had a meeting back a few months ago, and it was a heart to heart. He let everybody know what they was playing like. We all assume what that was. We know what it was.
So in your mind, how do you see like the matchups going between like who's gonna be matched up with who in the series? Like the starting five, like who's gonna be matched up with who?
I'll do the ones that matter. I could only let me say this real quick. I only have one like true concern on that team. It ain't Jaylen Brown and it's not Jason Tatum. My only concern is Drew Holiday. I'm a Drew Holiday fanatic. Big guard, one of the best perimeter defenders, might be one of the best underrated players of our generation. Yeah. I feel like Cory will see a multitude of defenders. Y'all probably got like 4 or 5 different guys you could put on Cory and get like a real good effort, you know. I feel like Drew Holiday and Derek White, that'll be the primary matchups for him.
Yeah.
I heard on the Bill Simmons podcast, they say Luka struggled. They say Luka had some of his worst games against like Ben Simmons because like that's kind of the archetype or the prototype that may give him some trouble. 6'9", quick on his feet, great defender. They were saying that they could see Jason Tatum guarding Luka, but you might want to do you might want to do that late in the fourth to avoid like foul trouble.
Yeah.
But if we're being honest though, it's food every time though. If Jaylen Brown's on Luka, it's food. Anybody in front of Kyrie is food. I really feel like the paint protection, I'm not sold. I know y'all have the ability to. I'm just not sold. Kyrie know that team. He been in practice with that team. They've elevated. Of course they have. That's what you do. But Kyrie knows that team. Kyrie is one.
This is where I start cooking right here. Let's go. I like this. I like this.
Kyrie is one of them dudes. I feel like it's very few players in each generation where players are scared to defend. You got your Currys, you got your Kobe's, you got your Giannis's, you got your LeBrons. Kyrie is that for them. Don't laugh because you know it's the truth.
So Kyrie, he played for the Celtics. He knows the team in and out, right? You know Kyrie's record the last 10 times he played the Celtics.
I don't care about my niggas is
fool. I let you know 0-10, 0-10, including a sweep. While he's alongside KD.
This ain't that. We got a way better.
We can go further. You can look at his numbers in those games. Terrible.
This ain't that though. We got a better coach than what he had at the time. We got a better defense than what he had at the time, and his superstar is better. Respectfully, he got a better superstar, like main superstar, than he had at that time. Y'all niggas is food, bro. I'm sorry to tell you that y'all food.
You just now we food. Now we food.
I'm ready.
I love this.
I've been humble the whole time in the group chat, but y'all food, bro. I'm sorry.
I didn't gotta be humble because I know how this shit about to go, and I can't wait till I'm flying to Dallas June 14th on Friday, game 4, when we potentially sweep y'all. I cannot wait to be in the city to feel like the energy just go down the drain and be excited for my team. But back to what I was saying about the matchup. So for the starting five, the way I see it, I think it's gonna be Kyrie matched up with Derek White, which would be great. Derek White, he led the league in blocks for guards. He's a great defender, all NBA defensive team. I think at the 2 it'll be Luka and primarily it'll be Drew. I think they'll switch up, but I think primarily it'll be Drew. Then you got Brown with it'll probably be Derrick Jones Jr. You got Tatum with PJ Washington. Those can be interchangeable. And then the biggest mismatch that's probably going to win us a series is going to be Porzingis, Al Horford versus Gafford and Lively.
The biggest mismatch.
That's going to be the biggest mismatch, I feel like, because the Dallas Mavericks, when they struggled in the playoffs, if you watch, I know you watch, but their biggest struggle is when they having to play guard 5 wide. Like when they played Minnesota, where they struggled defensively was when Gobert was actually out the game, even though he's a defensive MVP. On offense, he don't give you nothing, but he's just clogging up the paint, clogging up the lane. When he was out the game and it was Naz Reid, Cat, who can actually stretch the floor, that's when Minnesota played their best offense, and that's when Dallas struggled on defense. Even though on offense, they were still good.
Naz Reid really bailed them out, especially in game 2, because if it wasn't for his surge, we probably would have won the game by double figures if we really keeping it a buck.
That's when he was just knocking down them corner threes.
You don't think that's in the scouting report, though? You don't think that Jason Kidd is getting them ready for that? We already know what time. It's the finals. X's and O's don't.
That sounds good. It could be in the scouting report, but when you trying to scout for that in a week's time versus a team that's been playing that way for an entire season and postseason, I don't care how much you scout for it. That's going to be tough to stop. They're going to have to adjust their lineups, their rotations. I think Gafford's going to take a smaller role in this series. Like I said, I think Lively's going to be the guy they have to go to. And I don't know if he's going to be able to play 35, 40 minutes a game.
I do.
He's young, so he should be able to, but I don't know how he's going to hold up playing 35, 40 minutes a game.
The team is young.
And don't let him get in foul trouble. Because if Gafford has to come into the game and play on the perimeter, that rim protection is nowhere to be found. It's about to be Tatum and Brown in the lane. The Bulls, the Boston Horn offense is about to go crazy. Like it's about to.
So what y'all gonna do when Derek Lively and PJ Washington hitting those corner threes, when Josh Green is playing amazing perimeter defense, and we just go on these 15-4 runs? Like what y'all gonna do then? Because like the thing
PJ
about
Washington, I'm not guarding until he starts hitting. Because last series the series before he was nice, but against the Timberwolves he was not really all that. So he gotta show me he can hit him before I even think to guard him like that. He gotta show me something.
I feel like they answering the bell from a mental aspect, because normally, like, as the moment gets bigger, a lot of these players, you see they kind of fizzle out a little bit. I feel like they haven't done that, even though coming from Charlotte to Dallas, playing meaningful basketball in one season. Derrick Jones Jr., this is the best, like, as far as like meaningful basketball. This is his moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys on this team, this is their moment to play meaningful basketball. I feel like the team has answered the bell, even though we've had guys to carry us, like Kyrie Irving. They say his series against Oklahoma City wasn't as great. Like, we have a great team around our superstars too. Like, that's what I feel like our supporting cast. Y'all have probably the best starting five in the NBA. I really feel like that. I feel like, but once like you start to involve the second units, nobody saw this offensive emergence of Jaden Hardy come along. If we get like 8 to 10 points off the bench and like 4 assists from Jaden Hardy, that's a plus. Like, what y'all gonna do about Sam Pritchard? What's Peyton Pritchard? Man, I don't want. What we doing, bro? What we doing?
Peyton Pritchard in the house. They just have to. It's just to stretch the floor. It's to keep the five. That's why our offense is so good, because no matter out of our top 8 players, they all can be on the outside on 3-point range, and that's all we need them to do. They don't got to be X factors. Sam Pritchard and Sam Hazard and Peyton Pritchard, they don't got to score. They just got to be able to occupy space, because respectfully, they shoot over 40% for 3. So you can't just leave them alone like you could with other players on the Timberwolves. You got to guard them. If you don't, they're gonna knock them down.
This 2011.
Then they're also only playing 10 to 12. They're only playing 10 to 12 minutes a game. It's not like our starters are getting the heavy lifting. That's what's going on. Our starters are doing the heavy lifting, and they coming in, and somebody gets in foul trouble. But it makes it to where like our continuity on offense doesn't go away, because they know what they got to do. It's 5 out. It's that same offense, and just come in and knock down your shots. And Peyton Pritchard, not for nothing, he got a little ISO game to him, like he do.
This feel like 2011 all over again. I love all of this.
Oh, you talking about the Heat? No, that was
this 2011.
You think Tatum is about to pull a LeBron? You think Tatum's about to pull a LeBron and play the worst series of his life?
I feel like he got the most pressure out of everybody in this whole series. It's not even debatable.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown got his 300, and he has some questions he has to answer too. Kyrie Irving already won a chip. Luka averaged 34, 10, and 9. This is the furthest he's ever got. If he loses, was his first time. Me personally, I'm not trying to hear all that. I expect the dub. But Tatum, on the other hand, I feel like this offseason can go one of two ways. Is he top 7, top 6, top 5? That's all. Is how close is he to really the best players in the NBA? That's how and he's on the, what is he getting, 320, 350, something like that? Like, something 350. I'm he getting that number regardless of how the series go. But the narrative around the number depends on how he plays in the series. He has the most pressure, and it's not even debatable. And I know he healthy this time in the finals, because 2022, they saying, what was it, like a little wrist situation or something like that?
Yeah, you hurt his wrist. I think it was the first game you hurt his wrist.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool though. But yeah, he food though. It's food. Everything is food. Joe Mazzulla is food.
Yeah. This shit is about to be so funny, man. I can't wait, man. Why is Kid all of a sudden held to this status of like? He's a great coach, but we can't do this, man. We cannot do this.
It's from a bias standpoint. We're here to cook. We're not here to have friendly debates.
Look at like I do agree with you with Tatum having the most pressure, but you got to think, just 2 seasons ago when they took that loss in the finals, that shit sunk their sales. Like, they was down. We heard all the talk about can they win together, this and that. And a lot of people, I feel like, they're getting treated unfairly, because you got to think, like, when have we ever seen a rookie and a second-year player just go to the conference finals? Like that shit doesn't happen. Like, people put too much expectation on them, and now like the narrative is, can they get it done? They've been getting here all these years, but they were way ahead of schedule. So
they were ahead of schedule for sure.
Right now, we right where we're supposed to be. Like, Jason Tatum is entering his prime. Brown just entered his prime. Like, this is where they're supposed to be right now. So if they don't win this one is the one that really, really matters. Like, they have to win this one. They got a better team. Like, there's no way they're not losing this series. It's no way.
I want to piggyback off of what you said about the unfair expectations. Kind of. I don't care. I don't really care though. They finna take this L, but to say what I'm trying to say is, I'm glad Anthony Edwards lost. particularly to us, because what happened is you saw everybody trying to put him in the stratosphere with like some of the greats, other than Magic Johnson, who came in and won immediately. Who didn't have to go through it? We saw Jordan had to go through it. Larry Bird went through it just a tad. You know what I'm saying? Like guys like Isaiah Thomas, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. These players, you have it's like a rite of passage almost. You have to go through trials and tribulations at the highest level of basketball before you succeed. Because I heard on the podcast they were saying they had the Timberwolves winning against the Mavericks and the Celtics. I don't even know if we had played game 1 against them yet, but I'm like, because this defense, I don't know. You heard they compared it to the 2004 Detroit Pistons, the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, that's what they was.
Yeah.
That was the comp. That was the comp. What I was hearing, they were saying that's the best team defensively since the Pistons, and that's a tall order. You know, that team had 5 players. Lindsey Hunter off the bench. They had multiple defenders. So I'm glad that they did lose. So we can come back to earth with these Ant expectations. I think next year Ant will be a whole nother beast because you got the experience. You get to go play the Olympics with all of the pros. You take all of that and you come back for another season. But that's not why we heard, Corey. Y'all niggas.
You went there, not me. Man. I don't care. I don't care just about the Timberwolves. I'm trying to tell. I got a whole list I can go down of why we about to win this series, man. I can break it down for you. For one, I'll start with Derek White, who I think is going to be the X factor. That's my X factor for the series. Like I said earlier, led the NBA in blocks for guards, and he's a Swiss Army knife. He's probably the smartest. He's probably the smartest defender in the NBA. And then also on offense, he can just randomly give you 25 in a night. He's an efficient shooter. He's just a smart basketball player, and he's such an upgrade from like Marcus Smart. Like, which I love Marcus Smart. He was the heart and soul of our team, but too often he would think he was a number 1 option, and he's just shooting all these crazy shots. And it's like, you don't got to worry about that with Derek White. Him and Drew Holiday, they know how to control the pace, control the game, and get down to it. So, like, his efficiency is going to be key for us. Like, that's why in the playoffs we got, I think, the second best assist to turnover ratio. We like they keep Tatum and Brown from doing the dumb shit they've done in the past, which is turn it over and just kind of getting into a series of just like 3-4 straight turnovers, like playing like that your turn, my turn shit. They break that up and they keep the offense flowing right. So that's for one. For two, I said before, Porzingis, he coming back. I'm presuming he's going to be healthy, but I expect the Mavericks to attack him early in the game with the pick and roll, test his movement, see how he's doing. I think once they realize, okay, he's actually good, I think they in a world of trouble. I don't see if Gafford has to come out there and guard Porzingis, who not for nothing was top 5 in post-ups this season on offense. So he also can still go down there and do some shit. He got a mid-range, and he can shoot it from 27 to 30 feet. Gafford is about to be lost out there.
I wish we had to play the Nuggets now. Now I'm pissed. I wish we had to play the Nuggets.
Why is that?
When we would have beat them, we would have saw everything we need. You don't think we would have beat the Nuggets?
Oh, I don't know. But I'm just saying, you seem like you didn't have no confidence before, but now that y'all here, you feel like y'all would have beat the definitive champs.
I'm supposed to feel now. What you mean? It's all or nothing. Like it's win or go home, my G. When that 3 ball not falling, then what y'all gonna do? When Gafford and Lively running around controlling the paint, when Cory and Luka taking their turns one-on-one ISO, step back threes, getting to the paint, because y'all paint protection from the guard standpoint, I do love it. I love Drew and Derek White. I shout out to them, but like Porzingis has the ability, Horford has the ability, but like I said, Cory knows that team. Who, other than like Rod Strickland, he is like the best as far as like inside out finishing in my generation. He's a maestro. You're not seeing Kyrie. I don't care if Derek White led the league in blocks. This Kyrie Irving we talking about, one of the most skilled players in the position that we in our other than like Kobe or like Curry or something like that. I ain't sure heard none of that. When Luka at the top of the key hitting the step back, mean mugging the crowd, going back down the sideline. What you doing? Speaking Slovenian trash talk.
You talking to in the NBA right now, a top 2 offense and defense, a historical offense. We shot the most threes and made the most threes. Yeah, we might have a game.
When the 3 not falling, what you doing?
We still won in the postseason when the 3 ain't falling.
What you doing? You gonna play
drive? Then you drive because you still got to respect the shooters. So Gafford and Lively can't just sit in the paint. They're gonna have to be stretched out to the perimeter. So even if the 3's not falling. Even if the 3's not falling, if you leave them open, if you leave somebody wide open, eventually they're gonna fall. That's the bottom line. You can't leave these guys open.
On a realistic note, let me ask you this. I think I told you the only concern I do have. What you said about Derek White is true. He's still food. Don't get it twisted. But as far as him being like a Swiss Army knife, I think that's true. Do you have any concerns on your end as far as like what our team is capable of?
I mean, I hate to sound like this, but I don't really have concerns. Like, I know what Luka's gonna do. He's gonna average a triple double. I think he's gonna probably average 30 to 35 points.
I love
But
this.
I expect that. But when it comes to Kyrie, I've seen how Kyrie, just like Kyrie knows the Celtics know Kyrie. Like the core players for the Celtics, they know Kyrie. They know how to defend him, and they've had him looking bad in previous games. Like I said, 0-10 his last 10. When it comes to those wing players, Jones and PJ Washington, I'm not gonna fear them until they show me something. Because that last series, it wasn't really on shit. Like
it's on the way.
I got nothing to fear. I hope it better be on the way.
It's on the way. What you mean?
It better be next day air or something. It better not be no 5 to 7 day shipping because it's gonna be done.
And somebody said something too. It made a ton of sense. Home court is almost obsolete as far as this era of basketball. Home court doesn't mean nothing. So like when we come in there and win game 1, you're like, what you gonna do?
Who says home court is obsolete?
But it is though. When it's
I don't feel like that.
Home court hasn't really mattered though, if we're really being honest, especially in this playoffs. Has it really mattered?
Well, I mean, for us, no, because we getting them out of here quick. We packing people up early.
We know why. We know
5 games.
We gotta get it to that though. We understand.
For y'all, I mean, yeah, y'all went on the road.
We ain't seen the game 7. We ain't seen the game 7. We packing them up. We packing them up.
We've seen 5. We ain't seen the game 6.
Yeah,
talk about. We ain't seen the game.
Know why y'all ain't seen the game 6?
Because we the best of the league, man.
What?
The delusion is crazy, man. The delusion is wild, man.
You're not the best in the league. Is we just got off the plane. What you mean?
You think y'all? You really in your heart of hearts, like you would bet the house that the Mavericks about to win this?
We're about to win the series. I'm telling you.
Because I got big money on it. Like I know what's about to happen.
You know what's about to happen.
I'm telling you. That's why I look like we won the championship already because I know what's about to happen, man.
When Tatum
I got the bird jersey right here. I know what's about to happen.
When Tatum lets you down, it's gonna hit different.
I don't think Tatum's gonna be the best player in the series.
Who you got?
I think Brown is winning MVP.
I think Brown is winning. That's even worse. When he let you down, what you gonna do?
I don't think he's gonna let me down.
I don't think they ready yet, bro. I've been telling you. When you know Luka is your best player, it just does something to you from a mental standpoint. The rest of the game doesn't matter. The players are there. We're going to hit our shots. We're going to protect the paint. We're going to move the basketball. Luka got us. Kyrie got us. Y'all is food. I don't think you understand what's going to happen.
I look at everything. I get so deep into like the analytics and everything that's happening, like all the like advanced stats. I get into all that. I break all of it down. And the way I look at it, even though Luka and Kyrie have been next level, they still turn that bitch over. And guess who led the NBA in turnover points and fast break points? Jaylen Brown was number 1 in the NBA in fast break points. They are going to be hounds on defense. When Drew Holiday and Derek White getting them lanes and get them steals, Jaylen Brown is going to be up that sideline ready to go. And it's going to be different, man. I'm telling you, these boys are stronger than they're much better.
It is going to be different.
We are
the best defense in the NBA. The best defense,
like you said, the best defense in the NBA.
We got him out of there in 5. Look what we
did you think Rudy Gobert should have been defensive MVP? Yes or no? Or defensive player of the year?
It's a regular season award. I don't care about.
I'm just saying. Did you think that should have been him?
I wasn't mad at it. I wouldn't. I mean, but who though? Who though?
I had Wembanyama.
He let the. I ain't gonna lie. That would have been. I don't think they wanted to give it to. I think there was some politics.
But either way, they were the best defense in the NBA, but they haven't been here before.
Look what we finna do to y'all. Look what we finna do to y'all.
It's about to be y'all. June 14th. Mark my words. When I fly out there, I'm gonna already be celebrating.
What you drinking that night?
Tonight or that night?
That night. What you drinking that night?
That night, I might splurge. I might give me some. I might try to find me a bottle of La Portier or something.
Portier.
I might find me something, but it's gonna be. I'm pulling up on everybody too. I'm pulling up on
you. Wearing that?
I'm probably have my either my Brown or my Tatum jersey on, whichever one of them is playing best.
Well, I'm gonna have you a Luka joint ready, man.
I like them jerseys they worn.
The black joints.
Was it the black ones? I think it was the black ones. I like that one. I want to get one of those. I want a Kyrie one though.
Hey, you ain't gonna want that jersey.
I'm still gonna want the jersey. Listen, I support losers and winners, man. Like
I feel the same way. Hey, not for nothing though. When Tatum and Brown let you down, we're gonna have to come back and revisit that and talk about like I want to do like I want to do like an off-season outlook for the Boston Celtics after losing the finals. Can we? That's cool. We can do that.
I'm with it, but just remember, I sent y'all a clip the other day about who Luka said was the best defender. I sent y'all the clip.
I didn't get who
you might have. Oh, he said Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday. I told you.
Holiday.
I told you that's the only concern. That's the because I'm a fan I've been a fan since.
Yeah, it seemed like Luka's concerned too. It seemed like he concerned too. Like,
no, he's not concerned. He's not concerned. Because one see, this is the thing though. You think Luka's scared the moment? Don't piss him off.
No. I don't think he's scared, but I think he know what he up against.
Don't piss him off.
Hey, Luke, if you're watching this, I don't give a fuck what you feel, brother. Y'all finna lose, man.
we feel the same way. I can't wait till tomorrow.
I'm hyped, man. I'm excited. Like they've been saying, I do feel like this is one of the best finals matchups, like
in a while.
In a minute, yeah. Like since like maybe like the KD and Steph Warriors versus LeBron. But I don't see it. I don't see it going past 5, man.
This probably finna be the best since 2016. I'll say that.
But see, that one wasn't even supposed to be a good matchup. That one, like a lot of shit had to happen for that one to become a good matchup.
You mean like with the suspension?
The suspension and Andre Iguodala getting hurt. What's the name getting hurt? Bogut getting hurt. Like a lot of shit had to happen to make that even playing field. This one, I don't feel like it's an even playing field, but I feel like we're gonna have good matchups and a good series. Like I feel like there's gonna be a couple close games. I feel like game 1's gonna be a blowout.
The way you saying that is killing me right now. You saying it with a straight face, like you don't know what's about to happen.
I'm serious. Like the proof is in the pudding. We've been watching this postseason.
We're gonna make a believe out of you. That's the funny part about it.
Y'all, like, have y'all had one blowout game this postseason?
It's the Western Conference. If y'all was in the West, y'all would be fooled. I'm telling you.
We had the best record against Western Conference teams.
I understand that.
We was cooking the West all season.
It ain't 4-1 in the West, bro. I'm telling you, it ain't 4-1 like that for y'all in the West. I'm telling you, I promise you.
This shit, it might be 4-0. I'll just watch. I'm happy because I know it. I've already seen how it plays out, but I like how y'all got the little false confidence. It's cool, man. It's cool.
False confidence is crazy.
It's false confidence, man.
And so, I was talking to my partner because when Luka win this one, and he gonna win it at 25, Dirk won it at like 32. Yeah. So that's like he's not gonna really have to do too much to be like the best player in franchise history.
Yeah,
one at 25 is crazy. That's crazy.
Luka is generational. We all know it.
Y'all finna see it. Yeah,
he got to the West Finals a few years ago with literally just I think Brunson did he get hurt that series? I want to say somebody got hurt when he had Brunson with him. Brunson left. But man, like I think that's when Brunson got hurt.
Look what he took to the WCF. Look, like you get what I'm saying. But and it's different. The defense is better. The offense is better. It's just different. And I feel like we haven't even played our best basketball like that yet. We
haven't played our best by any means.
We ain't played nobody. Of course, y'all better play our best.
That's the scary part is we haven't played our best, and we 12-2 this postseason.
Yeah, y'all ain't really played. Y'all ain't really played nobody. Y'all finna play somebody though. Now it's up. Now y'all finna play somebody.
I'm gonna tell you right now, them numbers don't lie. When y'all didn't have to play teams going 5 out, they didn't cook y'all.
That's cute though.
Now you got to deal with that for 48 minutes. Every minute of every game.
When that 3 not falling, I just hope inside the 3. I hope it's working for you. I really do. I hope it's working for you.
Working. It's gonna be there. Don't worry, man.
I hope it's working for you. That pick and roll. That pick and roll
against niggas that get foul calls. Like we finna get some calls. Like
that pick and roll finna be crazy. That pick and roll finna that pick and roll finna be crazy.
Y'all switching everything. It's y'all gonna. I promise you, by game 3, y'all gonna be playing some zone. It's gonna when y'all switch to that 2-3 zone, it's done.
I don't think y'all not gonna have an answer for our pick and roll. I really don't. When Lively and Gafford rolling off that pick, it's just gonna get scary. Luka might chunk it up and ice it, or we might throw the line.
It's just a simple drop coverage. Simple drop coverage.
Crazy.
Drop coverage.
Hopefully the Porzingis not fast enough. You see how Lively be running down? It's just different. It's different.
Yeah, but you ain't gotta be fast when you 7'4" with a 7'7" wingspan.
We're throwing that over the top, like it's gonna get nasty. We might have a highlight. It might get crazy.
You think Drew and Derek White about to just allow some clear passes like that to them?
They don't have a choice. It's gonna get nasty. I'm telling you, gang.
I can't wait. Luka already trying to drink a beer after the Western Conference. He's cooked, man. He don't even
go from beer to champagne like that.
He's not even taking this. He's not even taking this serious. He had to have Michael Finley take the beer out of his hand. Like, what are you doing, Luka? Like,
why he? I'm mad at Mike for taking the bear out of his hand. Like, give him the bear. What's up? Like, these international, they just different, bro. That's just how the game go. They different.
Luka is like what 6'7", like 250 or some shit. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's a big boy. Y'all finna see though.
We already seen we beat him by what 30 in March. This
season.
This was after the trade too.
The regular season joint.
That's what people like y'all try to. Y'all try to act like regular season don't. It does matter.
That's cool. That's cool, but right now I'm not concerned with that right now though, because it's like all the chips is on the table though, and y'all about to find out.
We've been playing like that all season, man. Like we made it.
What y'all gonna do with Kyrie Irving? Just where he mixing up everybody, just hitting step backs and getting to the lane, hitting reversals, floaters, getting to the free throw line.
Like I said, he gotta show me he can do it first. Because the last 10 games against us, I ain't seen it. It's been nowhere to be found. That's 10 full games. I haven't seen it.
I don't. Don't doubt Drew. Don't doubt Drew.
I don't doubt Drew at all.
Don't doubt Drew. I just hope that 3 ball falling for y'all. If not, it might be 4-2 if that 3 ain't falling. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's listen. I said what I said. 4-0, maybe 4-1 if y'all have a game where y'all do something historical like Miami did in game 2, but it's not gonna be pretty.
You think if we win it in Boston, the crowd gonna be there, or they gonna leave? They probably will leave, right?
No, they're gonna start calling y'all all types of hard R's, man. It's gonna be bad. Y'all might not make it out of there. It might be a riot.
No,
because they got Luka. So he white, so y'all might be all right.
I really feel sorry for that fan base though, like on a realistic note, because if you're being realistic about it, y'all are ahead of schedule. But on the flip side of it, it's like y'all always competing. But like, when are y'all gonna get it done? It ain't gonna be this year, but I hope like in the near future, like next year, or I hope y'all get it done though for sure. Like,
do you honestly feel like y'all about to win? Like you would put money on it?
I bet parlays. I don't really bet like head to head like that, like no more.
So you wouldn't put money on it?
I do parlays. How much you got on this?
I got a lot. Well, I got $1,000 bet for somebody. I got
you getting money.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm collecting. I'm trying to get more people. Nobody else wanna bet me though.
You finna come off a ban?
Nah, not at all. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Like I do these matchups. I study this shit. I'm looking at it. I don't see what advantage, like outside of having the best player, what like advantage do you see y'all having? I really want to know.
See, this is the thing. When you really watch it, when you're really watching the game and you get away from like the analytics and all the statistics, when you're really watching this team, it's just that togetherness, the camaraderie, that continuity as the playoffs going along. I feel like we are getting better, but we haven't played our best basketball. I feel like that's really on the way. I really don't fear y'all. Like, it's cool. I really don't fear y'all. These are about to be the 2 most skilled players y'all have seen thus far in the playoffs, and it's not even debatable. With the surrounding cast that's able to hit threes, that's able to play. What's the word I'm looking for?
Are they able to hit threes?
The team defense, huh?
Are they able to hit threes? Because when I was watching that last series, they wasn't able to hit threes. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
we killing something. I'm telling you, Cory, y'all fool.
I saw 4 close games with the Timberwolves. Like 4 games that could have went either way.
That was one of the best teams in the Western Conference. Of course, that's gonna be tough. It's the West. This ain't the East. It ain't paradise over here. It's nasty over here. We in the gutter. We in the sewer over here. It's just different. We not skipping.
We was beating whoever came out of that shit. It really didn't matter.
Y'all probably would beat Minnesota though, for sure. Y'all probably beat Minnesota.
We was beating them all. Like, it's just,
if I was y'all, I probably would have been cheering to play them. This worst case scenario.
No, I think this matchup is a lot easier. But I think Gobert and Cat would have gave us way more issues than what Dallas would give us.
I think the moment would have got to Cat. I think Anthony Edwards probably been the only player in that series that probably would have
No, see, I think the opposite. I think Ant would have struggled and Cat would have got busy because we struggle. Our struggle on defense with us is when we play against bigs that can actually put the ball in the bucket. That's who gives us trouble. Like you saw Pascal Siakam, you saw Evan Mobley. But Cat has games where he had like a 60, 70 point game this season. Like
he did.
Gafford and Lively ain't going past 20. Like we struggle against the bigs that can actually put they got a little bit of a bag and can do something. That's like you saw Bam Adebayo getting off on us, who's not even that great offensively, but he takes shots and he can put it in the bucket. So he gave us problems. Pascal Siakam gave us problems, and Evan Mobley for the Cavs gave us problems.
And so that means Gafford and Lively gonna combine for 30?
No, because they don't do nothing on offense. They just catch live. They don't actually like face up and do anything with the ball. They just catch live. So that's what I'm saying.
But they're gonna have 30 though.
No, they not. That's
We're
what I'm
gonna
saying.
have
That's why
30
y'all
out
can't beat
lives
us,
is
because
gonna be
y'all
crazy.
bigs don't do what like those other bigs do. Like they don't have like any plays drawn up. Like outside of a live play, they don't have nothing drawn up for them. They don't get the ball in the post. They don't do nothing like that. So that's what we struggle at.
From an offensive standpoint, our talent in the paint is like lesser than. But I really feel like as far as what they do, we get the most out of them as far as what they do. Catching lives, protecting the paint. Even if you see, like, you know how like when a bigger get the ball, maybe like a little turnaround hook. I'm not saying that they mastered it, but sometimes if they're stuck in that position, I really feel like they get the basket off. I feel like y'all in a world of trouble, bro. I'm not even. This ain't even foolish. This ain't foolish confidence. This ain't liquor courage. I ain't drunk. Like
I think it's false confidence.
Y'all fool. I'm telling you. I'm
I've been saying this. I've been saying this since
I'm
the
very
beginning.
confident. I'm about as confident. I'm probably more confident than you are.
Hey man, I'm still open to bet. So if you're that confident, then
We'll talk about it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to think, like, y'all ain't got no good night spots out there when we win it. We might have to fly back to Dallas when we win it, if we win it in there. I'm trying to think.
They got the pubs out there in Boston.
I gotta get you on more, bro. I feel like we have some good ones, man. I gotta get you on some.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I watch all the sports too, so I'm on boxing, I'm on football, all this shit. Like, I'm with it, man.
I appreciate you showing up, though, man. We're gonna definitely do a finals recap for sure, though. So get your notes ready.
I'm gonna have to pull up on you. Actually, if they close this shit out on Friday, I'm in Dallas. I'll just pull up on you. We do a live one, you know. So I want to feel the energy of how motherfuckers is feeling once it's all said and done. Because it's gonna be
you gonna pull up, right? You're not gonna duck me, right?
If it's say y'all sweep us 4-0, and I'm there for Friday, Saturday, I fly out Sunday, Monday. So if we're gonna do Saturday sometime when I'm free, well, we're going to a wedding on Saturday. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I don't see the Mavericks. Yes, we ain't gotta worry about that.
The group chat lit tomorrow is up.
Man, I'm talking shit through the whole game. I'm predicting a 15+ point victory. I think Tatum comes out, sets the tone. Then from there on out, I think it's gonna be Brown. So,
hey man,
excited, though.
I don't know how many ways I can say I apologize in advance, but hey, you got your confidence, I got mine, bro. I appreciate you pulling up, man. It was a good one. I appreciate it.
Man. I appreciate you having me, man. Good luck.
Yes, sir.